necessarily reflect the views or opinions of the staff, management, and advertisers of WBOK.
With me, Eileen. We are here on Relationship Tuesday, and we're here to open your mind. We are living the good life right here on WBOK 1230 AM. We are opening minds to living differently in the world of love, compassion, tolerance, and understanding for ourselves and hopefully everyone else. We do that right here weekdays at 11 a.m. So make sure you never ever miss a show. But if you do miss a live show, you can you don't have to miss a live show because you can see it here, and we record each and every show live on Facebook. So follow the Good Life Radio Show. We're up to almost 17,000 followers on our Facebook page. So make sure you are in that number, just like the Saints. Be in that number. And follow us on all of our social media platforms. That is at TGL Radio Show, at TGL Radio Show. If you'd like to join the Good Life, make sure you get our packages and rates. They are all right there online it's www.tglradioshow.com. That is www.tglradioshow.com. You see how branding works? Anywhere you go, all you have to do is put TGL Radio Show, and it's going to pop up.
That's it.
You see that? You see that?
Yep.
I am here with none other than the Henry Jolly. We've missed you, Henry.
Yeah, I think I've been gone for like a week.
You've been gone for too long.
Yeah, I think maybe 1 or 2 weeks, but I'm back.
I know, and so I already know how this show is going to go because he is back. Because he actually gave. We were discussing labels this week, and so we discussed it with regarding our community. We were discussing individualism with regard to personal or. In comparison to, I should say, to personal responsibility, and that there was definitely a difference. And so Henry sent me this article from Fox News. We're going to go into so many different aspects of labeling, whether you have a label in your relationship or not. Do you need one? And we would like, people to join into this conversation, so make sure you give us a call at 504-260-9265, 504-260-9265. We're going to be discussing every aspect of relations and labels. Are you his girlfriend? Is he your man? What is your label and how does it work? And do you need a label? Some people feel like they don't need a label. But this article we're going to get into that a little bit later, but this article that Henry sent me kind of labels a little bit differently than what you would think the conversation would be about. Because this article labels what men want. And Henry sent me this article, and I started laughing because, sometimes it's so simple. Yeah. Men want the label of nice.
That's it, man.
Nice.
That's it.
I was like,
that's it.
Nice. They want the label of nice. So I'm going to read the beginning of the article, and I'm going to let Henry go in there from there. But if you don't know, I guess, because you're just here so long, I just assume that everybody knows. But if you don't know, Henry is our resident relationship therapist. You can reach them. How can they reach you, Henry?
At 504-259-8671. Give me a call if anybody needs counseling. I thought about this on my way here. I'm going to continue.
You're thinking?
Yeah, I'm going to continue my free counseling for the first session.
Really?
So that's what I'm going to do, yeah. So contact me, 504-259-8671. It worked so well last time, and, everybody's
helping
not...
people don't give their business.
Yeah.
I know you're not, but business as to, did people call in and were you able to help someone?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really? See, right here at The Good Life, y'all, I deliver.
That's what it's all about.
And he delivers.
So,
that's what it is.
Free counseling for the first session. Contact me, 504-259-8671.
1 hour for free. We all know we need it. We need somebody to talk to.
That's it.
So make sure that you contact Henry because that is the good life. So we got this article from Fox News. I know when I said Fox News. Well, anyway, it's an opinion. It says most men just want a woman who is nice. So I was like, the label of nice. Isn't that interesting? It goes on to read that at the end of the day, most men just want a woman who's nice. Nice to a man means being soft, gentle, and kind. It means asking your husband how his day was and really listening. It means doing something nice for him with no expectation of getting something in return. You know, the way you did when you were dating. So obviously, was this written by a man or a woman? Actually, it was written by a woman. Okay.
Come on, man.
It says, but wait a minute, you say. They said, don't women want the same thing? A man who's nice? Well, they go on to say, not exactly.
Nope.
They say most women do want a man who's kind, but that's not the same as nice. They said, ask any guy you know and he'll likely give you example after example of women they know who said they wanted a nice guy, but in reality wanted a bad boy.
Yep.
That's because just as most men are attracted to femininity and softness, most women are attracted to masculinity. And masculinity is hard, gruff, and take charge.
Yep.
So where are you on the nice scale? If you're not an inherently nice person, believe me, I get it. She said, I think I'm pretty nice, but that isn't the first word one would think to describe themselves sometimes. The truth is that you have to exercise that nice muscle. And she goes on to say about how she had to learn how to act nice. So the article goes on, and we'll go into it, but it really says that men just want a woman who is nice. And we've been discussing labels this morning. And I think that's the most interesting one that maybe we take for granted. You know, so many women, and then I'm gonna throw this to Henry. You know, we talk to our girls, and we have all this girl talk, and then, you know, we'll date and this, that, and the other. But we don't listen to the men. And we want a relationship with a man, but we don't have the conversations with men. So that's what The Good Life is all about. It's about opening our mind and living differently in the world. And what we think we know, sometimes we don't know. And for the guys as well, you know, for you to listen to us. And so we're going to listen to Henry about, y'all just want somebody to be nice?
Yeah, I mean, if you pay attention to how women are nowadays, a lot of women are hard, you know, and for a lot of us men, we don't feel like that's a feminine trait. Like, a woman shouldn't be hard. That don't mean be a pushover either, but, you know, you have to be kind to your mate. Both people need to be kind. Me, myself, I kind of had to learn to be, you know, they say the nice guy. I had to learn to be nice. I would probably say I probably came off as a bit arrogant, you know, refusing to do things that, you know, if I didn't want to do it, I'd just be like, no, I'm not doing that. No questions asked. That's it.
That's it.
But I had to start to learn to be nicer. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
But a woman, you know, it's looked at as a good thing if she comes off more nice than hard. You know, we don't need a lot of what's the argumentative type of
well, it's funny that you say that, because it says most husbands have no desire to lord their wives, but they don't want to fight with them either. All they want is peace. I have a lot of guys out there who are just nodding their heads right now. They were like, we fight with the world all day. The last thing we want to do is come home,
fight with my woman,
and argue.
Yeah, I mean,
he's like, yeah,
but that's why the divorce rate is so big, because people button heads all day, and their roles are kind of getting, people are jumping in each other's lanes, and look, you're a woman, be a woman, I'm a man.
But what if they decide that their roles are different, even if whatever they decide, that's the lane that they should stay in?
What you mean, like as far as
I don't know, I'm not
and stuff
in there.
like that?
I don't know, whatever it is.
Everybody's household is different. But
like, just say we decide that I'm going to take care of the ABC and you're going to take care of DEF.
That's fine, as long as it's talked about and the roles are understood. Once it's established, don't try to be. Look, if I'm the quarterback, don't try to.
Don't try to be the
if you're the running back, don't try to come be the quarterback too. Let me be the quarterback. We already talked about that, all right? So it needs to stay there. And you know, if we have to make some changes as we go, that's fine. But the roles definitely need to be established first. And guys don't want, you know, rude chicks and mean chicks and overly aggressive chicks, and, you know, nice. Be nice. That does not mean be a pushover. But what's wrong with asking your man, how's his day? Can I get you anything? Can I, especially a guy that's been working hard, I mean, can I give you a back rub? Just be nice. Nice.
Well, look, I'm sticking to the article and I'm letting you do your thing. It says a lot of women think that they're nice because they, i.e., act nice. But acting nice and being nice are two different things.
Yeah.
So acting nice and being nice are two different things. They say being nice means you think of others before you think about yourself. And yes, there is such a thing as being too nice and putting your needs last. That is not what we're talking about. We mean that you are in tune of the needs of others and incorporate those needs into the equation. So we're talking about labels this morning, and we're talking about how, you know, y'all being female, proverbial, that women want. They say, you know, what does a man want? They say it's simple. They say men are simple creatures. They say they want a woman who is nice. And they say, you know, women want men who are hard.
Eileen,
bad boys.
Are you nice?
Masculine. I'm very nice.
So if we lined up all of your boyfriends that you ever had,
yes,
they would all say
they've all tried to come back. True. I mean, not trying to, like, you know, but just real talk.
She is nice.
I have said it was the biggest mistake, and I was like, oh well, it's out.
Right. And you know what? I've had that too.
Well,
but mine was for the opposite reason. It was more like, man, these dudes are wimps and pushovers, and you just wasn't that.
Right.
And I appreciate that now.
But see, that goes to say what we. Well, I mean, you know, everybody has different things. I was just always my mom was, I don't know. I just have it. And my mom was always a very nurturing.
Because you seem nice. You seem nice,
Thank you.
in my opinion.
I'll take it.
But a lot of women think they're nice, just like you said. I mean.
I went through a period where I was probably not nice, though. I think that was after my divorce. When I, put up a wall. I have gone through periods of not being nice. But once my wall is down and I'm open to you and I'm I'm very nice.
So give me an example.
You got to get over the hump first.
Give me an example of
we have a first-time caller who wants to jump in, huh?
Oh, let's get to the call.
Let's see what they have to say on the line. Oh, we have a Lee. Welcome to The Good Life, Lee. We are here on Relationship Tuesday. We are discussing labels. They were talking about guys just want a girl who's nice.
Yes. Good morning, and thank you.
Good morning.
It's my first time I've called your show.
Oh, thank you so much for calling.
I think girls, women, this day and age, and say from 35 on down, believe that in order to be a successful person or a successful male, you have to be hard, or they misconstrued the concept of what it is to be masculine and what it is to be manly. There's a difference. I can be masculine with when I'm out with a group of guys, maybe fishing or hunting like that, and I can be manly also. But when it comes to my wife of 41 wonderful years, thank you. I have to be manly all the time, and I have to be gentle as a man, and I have to be manly, protective as a man would protect his family. I don't have to be thuggish. I don't have to lower my standards, and I don't expect my children who have I raised, wonderful boys, to bring home somebody that doesn't know what it means to have a certain caring about themselves or a certain position, not from a sociological point of view, but from just being a human being, how they're supposed to behave. I think a lot of young ladies, especially, get this misconstrued that they gotta be with somebody who's gonna go out of their way to be thuggish or to be strong in appearance or manly and drag his pants off his behind, and he makes a statement. Well, to me, you be manly and you respect women. That's what I like to instill in my children and young kids I know. Respect a woman for what she is, a woman. She's the bearer of all that is to come.
Right.
When a young girl is born, she produces no more eggs. That's it. So respect that woman for what she is, one of God's greatest creations.
Oh, wow. I love
and
that.
that's the way I think that, I'm sorry?
I said I love your thoughts.
Well, you have to, because if I can't respect the woman that I love, how can I expect her to respect me and be behind me, alongside me,
right,
in my daily journey through this evil situations that I get into? She gives me encouragement. She gives me fortitude. She stands with me in times of trouble, and she's with me when there's a fight in the battle ditch. So, my woman is a wonderful woman. I don't expect her to be hard. I expect her to step aside when I have to step in as a man, expressing my manly feelings, whether it be for you're insulting my wife, or you're insulting women as a whole. You're making statements in general about women should be this, and I just want to have them to do this for me and all this. And nobody wants to see their mother or their sister cat dancing on a TV in a skimpy bikini. For what? Because she's doing it with some rapper? That's his goal, not yours.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to be
Lee.
so hard on
No, I love
it. It's the first time I've had to express myself about this.
I love it. I love it, and that's what it's all about. And here's the thing: if more of us expressed how we really felt about it, maybe they would have more conversation, and then we could create change.
Well, not only that, but Eileen, women can change the world.
Yes, I say that all the time.
If
That's true.
look at Greek mythology. Look at Helen of Troy. She caused a fight between two countries.
That's who I'm named after.
Right, and if you just use what God gave you, and that is a more superior intelligence at times, you can have anything you want. If Putin's wife would tell him, "Hey, I don't want you to go over there and start no war with nobody," you hear me? Nobody. Or if Donald Trump's wife would listen to his wife instead of beating upside the head, she would have told him, "You ain't running for president. You got too much on your plate right now." I mean, women have the power to do all things.
But you know what? We don't believe we have the power, and that's the problem.
Well,
I know we have the power.
Like a good friend of mine once told me, if women would hold an aspirin between their legs, we wouldn't have all of this trouble.
Hey,
that's
on
it.
point.
Y'all take it easy. Have
Real
a good
talk.
day.
Thank you so much, Lee, for your conversation and your thoughts.
You're welcome.
Let me say something about that. I love the fact that you're supposed to respect women, etc. But a woman should give you something to respect.
Agreed.
You got to do that. I mean, it goes both ways. You shouldn't just respect. You got to show everybody respect to some extent.
I think you should respect them until they show you differently. And you shouldn't do anything. You should just walk away.
Right.
You shouldn't do anything to be disrespectful, but you can walk away. Like, okay, I see.
So that's why you got to keep the mileage down, ladies. Keep the mileage down. Give us something to respect.
My mom always says that. She's like, and that's the same thing she says. She's like, it's a gift, but we need to be the present.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I mean, we couldn't do. There would be a lot. Like there would be no. How men have.
Ladies, we can change the world. We have the power, like He-Man. I have the power. Like we have the power.
Yeah.
But for some reason, not for some reason, hundreds of years ago, they knocked it out of us where that we thought that we had the power. I mean, even going back, and I was reading, y'all know I'm spiritual. So I was reading, going back to like the biblical days when they were like putting the Bible together. Who is the first person that Jesus revealed himself to? Whatever religion you are. He first revealed himself to Mary Magdalene. That should say something. I don't understand how that isn't like more brought to more attention. Like the first person he revealed himself to is a woman. It wasn't a man. It was a woman. Ladies, we can change the world.
Right.
We can change the world. We delivered the first message from Jesus to the disciples. A woman, not a man.
Yeah.
A woman. I want y'all to think about that. We're going to take a quick break, but I want y'all to think about this too as we go into break. They say the problem is, and this is from the article as well, the problem is women have been taught that being nice equates to servitude, as though a woman's niceness, and I say that in air quotes, automatically equates to being, subservient. And do you feel that is the case, that we have equated niceness to being subservient to a man? And that's where this I got to be an independent woman but have a wall around me has come from. I'm going to ask because, but it goes in both ways, because we have this superwoman syndrome that's going where we have to be everything and we can't ask for help. I had that problem myself. Y'all, the best thing is being able to ask for help. Lord have mercy, you cannot do it by yourself. It's the good life, y'all. We all going to do it together. We're going to get through today and we're going to open somebody's mind. We're going to take a quick break. We're here with Henry Jolly. We are here on Relationship Tuesday, and we are breaking down the labels in the relationship. Only thing the guys want is a nice girl.
Yep.
All right, all you want is nice. We'll be right back. Are you looking for a roadmap to get out of the financial rat race? If so, go to myfinancialtrainingpro.com to register for. I want to thank everyone for tuning in today. We are here with Henry Jolly. He is my partner on Relationship Tuesdays. We are opening minds, living differently in the world, love, talents, compassion, and understanding. We are on commercial break right now. Sometimes it's really that simple. They always say guys are so simple, and we make it very, very complicated. True story, I guess so. It goes to say that we like to try to figure out men by having conversations with our girlfriends, but the person you need to talk to are the guys. How are you going to get information? I mean, I like to go to the source. I don't like to go to the source. And so Henry found this great article regarding, what men want. And when I read it, I was like, men just want somebody who's nice. I was like, imagine that. We try to be this, that, and the other. And all they want is somebody nice. And they say that acting nice and being nice are two different things. You are acting. Acting nice and being nice are two different things. They started the conversation by saying that, where is it? A man wants a woman who is nice, and nice to a man means being soft, being gentle, and being kind. It means asking your husband, significant other, how was their day, and really listening. It means doing something nice for them without expectation of getting something in return. And they go on to say the way that you did when you were dating. I'm always nice.
Some women are gonna look at this, and you could have 1,000 men saying, yeah, we just want a nice girl, we just want a nice girl. They got some women out there saying, that's not true, that's not true. It's like, man, obviously your way of thinking is not working, okay? I mean, if you still single and you trying to wonder why, probably something you're doing wrong. So, be nice. Be nice.
He said be nice.
Be nice and choose better.
Be nice and choose better. True story, huh?
Yep. So anybody ever called you mean before?
No.
So when you said you went through a period where you were mean,
I don't think it was necessarily mean.
You're in denial.
I wasn't open.
Okay. Meaning
I'm always nice. I'm a very attentive person.
Mm-hmm.
And the love languages. Y'all know the book, The 5 Love Languages? Anyway, when I did the book, they're always like, you always have like a main one or something like that. And they said after you read through them all, they said if you can't figure out which one that you are, you're either one of two things. And I was like, oh gosh, which one is it? They said either your parents loved you in every way, basically equally, or that you were not loved. Yeah. And I was like, oh, shout out to Big Dad and Gigi. Those are my parents. That they loved me in each of the ways so significantly that I didn't have a prominent one. And it's gifts, touch, like giving hugs and, kissing you on the forehead or whatever, quality time, acts of service, and whatever else. But the point is, and my biggest one is act of service. I like doing things for somebody, whether it's time or gifts or whatever. I'm a doer. I show you I love you by doing something for you. Like I like surprises. I like, making your dinner or like whatever you like and be like, I got your favorites in the house.
Yeah.
Or,
yeah.
Like my man likes coffee, so I'll get him those little cards randomly and I like stick them in his car. Like he's like, I got coffee cards. You know what I mean? Like, I'm nice. Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Relationship Tuesday, and we're here to open your mind. We are living the good life right here on WBOK 1230 AM. We're opening minds to living differently in the world with love, compassion, tolerance, and understanding for ourselves and hopefully everyone else. We do that right here weekdays at 11 a.m. We do it live on Facebook. Make sure you tune in. You never have to miss a show. If you do miss it, you can follow us on the Good Life Radio Show. That is at TGL Radio Show on Facebook. You can always catch it there. You can always catch it on Spreaker and YouTube. Why? Because it's the Good Life. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you subscribe. We need everybody's help out there. We're growing. We're touching the world. And if you want to be a part of the movement, make sure you give us a call at 504-400-7127. That is 504-400-7127. If you want to get a segment of the show, if it aligns with the Good Life, it got to align with the Good Life. But if it aligns with the Good Life, we would love to partner with you. So again, that number to call is 504-400-7127. And we're discussing labels this week. We are breaking them down with regard to our community. We talked a little bit about individualism and personal responsibility, making sure that we take care of our community, but knowing it starts from inside ourselves, being inspired to do something, being a good person, and then going out and creating that for our community and doing it, together so we can all live the good life, as well as today with regarding to labels. Henry sent me this wonderful article. Some ladies are like, what does a man want? And you go and you talk to your girlfriends and this, that, and the other, and you're like, wait, shouldn't you be asking the man what they want?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, he was talking a little bit about that in break. But, we ask everybody else except the person or the people who are involved in the relationship. And that generally gets us in trouble because sometimes the men are really simple. Like everywhere you read an article, it says men are simple. And they want a woman, the article says they want the label of nice. And so my question before the break that I'm going to ask again now was, do you feel that due to women being taught that nice equates to subservient, or that it's difficult for us to digest? Because as you said, in our first time caller, Lee said that women can change the world. We just don't recognize that we have the power. We have our lines lit up, so I'm going to go to the line, and then Henry, I want you to follow up because you can follow up with both comments at the same time. We are going to go to the line, and we have WB. WB, welcome to the Good Life. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. I have a little bit experience with deconstructing the sexism construct.
Please tell.
And one of the things is that we live in a patriarchal and sexist society, so it's kind of like leaning toward male dominance. And the way men are socialized, the only suggestion is that men are superior to women in the socialization process. And so we have to have men begin to understand how they have been socialized, how it impacts the way they think and believe about women. And also, women have a socialization process that would suggest that, and it comes from a patriarchal system that says, wives submit to your husband. Now, in context, biblically, it don't mean, okay, in the Western world, we hear submission, we think dominance. But if you deconstruct the biblical principle of wives submit to your husband, it's like this. It was a voluntary submission, but women are not taught that. And besides that, in the same scripture, not to just quote a part of a single verse, but it says, wives submit to your husband, and husbands be subject unto your wives. Right. Nobody seemed to get that part.
Right.
So
we only want to get the first part.
So I'm only, like in the same respect, like James Brown song, 99% of the people who, that might be too high, but a lot of people who know that song, guess what their best part is? It's a man's world. Ask them 5 words beyond that, they don't even understand that because they lost their mind when they heard it's a man's world.
Mm-hmm.
So, we got a lot of work to do in terms of how we get men to recognize the power and value of women. I've called before and I said, what's the value of a woman if you take away companionship and pleasure? And once we get men on that page to start to figure out that women have a net worth value more than being their companion and the pleasure that they can get from a woman, we will increase like that.
And I remember, can you give me a short summary of that speech that you gave where you asked gentlemen that and they had to raise their hands? That if you...
Yeah, right, I got you. So the question is, what's the value of a woman if you take away companionship and pleasure? So what happens is 10% of the men will say, oh, that's easy. They'll raise their hand and have an instant answer. But that only means that they thought about it before. The rest of the 90% of the men are going to fall into one or two other categories. It's going to be those like myself who first heard the question and was embarrassed that I didn't have an answer. I said, well, women have been nurturing us all our lives. So I kind of I saved myself by that answer. But that would be like 30%. That would leave the remainder of 60% of the men. If you answer that question, they don't have a clue. Now, the answer is not as important as the value of the question. The value of the question is having men to begin to think about the value of a woman. Mm-hmm. I hope they come up with something good. Right. But I'm saying that the value of the question is it gives men an opportunity to begin to think about the value of a woman. Yes. So with that said, everything is set up around patriarchy and sexism, and women get the short end of the stick even when it comes to relationships, because men are confined to a box that says domineering, strength, power, aggression, and so on and so forth, and that even lends itself to relationships. Yes. They can't separate that out. That's the root of domestic violence. When men and women get into verbal conflict and she tells him something verbally that he can't handle intellectually or psychologically, he resorts to violence. Mm-hmm. Because even on the basketball court, when guys play, if you taking me to the hole every play, and then you be like, talking trash, and then my response to you is, you can't kick my behind. Like, kick my behind is a common denominator to everything.
Exactly.
So, all right, I think I said enough. But
that's good, man. That's real good.
You're
Talk more if you want.
Right. I know we were like sitting there like, yes.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's what we need, and that's the whole point of the good life. We bring up these topics, but we want to engage you. We want to engage you to have these conversations away from this show. When you go, to work and when you go home, to continue these conversations.
Leanie, let me just tell you, I'm going to call you Leanie because that's how I know you. I know you from way back. I'm going to call you.
Lord. Tell him a nickname on there.
No, I know you from calling Case Days.
Oh my gosh, do you?
I'm gonna hit you up with the real, right? So when I call you up, maybe you might be able to set some time for me to come on the radio and run it.
Yes. Oh, please stay on hold and let Lee get your information.
No, I know you sent me a text message a couple of weeks ago, and I'll call you back.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. All right, bye. Oh goodness, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was on point.
Carter and Kate, that's my dad. That was my dad's law firm. I used to work there in the summers.
Well, all right.
After 10, we didn't go to camp. We went to work. It was family business, entrepreneur. We talk about how we learned entrepreneurship. Well, we always worked for our family. That's just what it was. Yeah. My father did raise independent women, but he also raised, we got to see the balance. I was blessed to have both of my parents. And shout out to them, because yesterday my parents made 52 years of marriage. They had their anniversary yesterday, and I did not say it on the air. So yesterday my parents made 52 years, May 15th. So I love both of you very much, and I wish you many, many more years to come. And they are absolutely, they were here the year before last, and they spoke. They are hilarious together. But nonetheless, back to the conversation.
Super impressive right there.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, but going back to that, I can say this. What my father showed me, the best example he gave me was he loved my mother.
Right.
And he loved her in every way. You know what I mean? He loved my mother, and he still loves my mother. And, even if, say we have a disagreement, he'll call us like, what'd you do to your mom? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's always her protector to this day and always. And, that's what I look for in a man. And I was just blessed to have that role model in my life as well. But going back to exactly what WB said, what are your thoughts on that, Henry?
He was on point. I can't even follow that, to be honest with you. Everything he said was I was 100% in agreement with.
He was on it. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll just take our break then. WB, drop the mic. Drop the mic. It is the Good Life Radio Show. We are here on Relationship Tuesday. We are breaking labels. We are breaking, hopefully through some barriers and through some walls. We need the guys to, step up to the plate. We also need the women. We have to see our significance and our importance. And just like the guy said, they can say it all day. And for us as well, we have to love ourselves. And it's easier said than done sometimes. And trust me, I've been through it myself and I understand. But when we start to understand our value and our worth, we can literally change the world. We're going to do it one listener at a time. It's a Good Life, y'all. We'll be right back. Are you looking for a roadmap to get out of the financial rat race? If so, go to myfinancialtrainingpro.com to register for NOLA Homes Project free income shifting strategy session. The world has more to offer you than just a job and a paycheck. Our experts will show you how to raise your credit scores, minimize your taxes and expenses, while investing in real estate to put more cash in your pocket each and every month. Seating is limited, so do not wait. Visit myfinancialtrainingpro.com. That's myfinancialtrainingpro.com. Small businesses play an important role in society, and L&R Security is no different. L&R Security delivers safety and comfort to our neighborhoods, events, apartment communities, conventions, work sites, festivals, and your business. L&R Security can be reached at 504-943-3191 to ensure the safety of your employees, customers, family, friends, and you. L&R Security has made its mark in the security arena for over 37 years and will faithfully continue that tradition. Call today for your personalized consultation to ensure your security needs are met. L&R Security differentiates itself by creating partnerships with our clients and guards. We are now hiring armed and unarmed guard professionals, retired military, sheriffs, and PD to grow with us and impact our community. Be a part of the change with L&R Security. Call us now at 504-943-3191. 504-943-3191.
I know, but then we can do it at...
Isogenics is one of the fastest growing companies in the world because their products work. Their solutions and culture has redefined the health and wellness industry. Science backs their products and statistics back their success. But it's the people who make them successful. And I, Eileen Carter, have joined the Isogenics revolution. I've used the products and followed their system, and I swear by them. I'm on my journey of transformation and invite you to join me and try Isogenics today. Challenge yourself and change your life. Find information and testimonials at thegoodliferadioshow.isogenics.com. thegoodliferadioshow.isogenics.com. thegoodliferadioshow.isagenics.com. Order yours today.
Or we'll just interview them together. No, let's just do it together.
In Louisiana, springtime means festivals, cookouts, and fun in the sun. It also signals the beginning of termite swarming season. Nationwide, Louisiana is number one in termite infestations and damage. Termite pressures causes more destruction than storms, fire, and floods. No standard homeowner's policy offers termite protection. At Rodent Guard Pest Control, we protect your home, place of business, school.
They be married a long
Sorry,
time,
I had a
but
commercial going.
I don't know. I'm gonna break it down once we get on.
Yeah, break it down when we get back on there.
Because women that want the wimpy men.
We were talking about guys and having. He's like, how many guys are wimpy guys? And I was like, that's interesting, but we don't want the wimpy guys, and that's probably why. Like, who wants a man that just agrees with everything?
Some women do. Some women really want that.
Well, then, there's somebody for everybody. I can only speak for myself. I don't want a wimpy man. I need a man to be a man. I've been a single mother for too long. I don't want to be the man. I don't want to be the man. I will talk about that when I get back.
I feel like a real woman shouldn't want a wimpy man. A real man shouldn't want a pushover woman.
The New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce invites you to attend our annual policy luncheon on May 19th at the Hyatt Regency New Orleans Hotel. Our speakers will include Secretary Don Pearson of the Louisiana Office of Economic Development and Dr. Silas Lee, Professor in Public Policy.
I mean, not even
For
fun.
tickets,
It's not even.
table, or
How do you have a
sponsorship
conversation?
information, please visit www.
I need a man I can learn something from. I can't learn something from you. You can't be my man. I think that's why my man is who he is, because he's so smart. Yo, my man.
The New Orleans Regional Black Chamber
Anyway,
of Commerce annual luncheon sponsored by
he's so smart. Like he mind,
Fox 8,
you know what
WBOK,
that's what he does.
Liberty
Like,
Bank and Trust,
through
Blue Cross Blue Shield,
and
Intergy,
you're smart.
and more. See you there.
That shit is sexy. A smart man, that shit is sexy. Excuse my shit, but that is a smart man.
Join Metropolitan Human Services
All day
District
long.
and Xavier University as they tackle an important panel discussion entitled Hashtag
Don't
Get Your
care.
Mind Right, a collegiate
For
mental
real.
health
That's what
conversation.
sexy
It all
to me.
happens
Like
at
a
the
man
Xavier
who, like, knows
University
what he's
Center
talking
from
about.
2:05 on Wednesday, May 24th from 6
Debonair,
to 8
like, opens
p.m.
doors,
Get informed during Mental Health
opens the
Awareness
car
Month.
door and
It's
everything.
hashtag Get Your Mind Right. We'll
He'll
see
come
you
pick
May
me up.
24th at the Xavier
He'll,
University
like,
Center with
he'll walk,
Metropolitan Human
wait
Services
for me while I'm getting
District.
my purse or whatever. I'm locking the door. He'll go to the car and he opens it.
WBOK,
And I'm like,
12:30
yes!
a.m. The People
Yes!
Station.
Oh!
And welcome back to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Relationship Tuesday, and we're here to open your mind. We are living the good life right here on WBOK 1230 AM. We are opening minds, living differently in the world with love, compassion, tolerance, and understanding for ourselves and hopefully everyone else. We do that right here weekdays at 11 a.m. We are also live on Facebook every day. Well, every weekday. So make sure you tune in. If you miss a show, you can always go back and watch it. You can also follow us on Spreaker and YouTube because it's The Good Life. That is at TGL Radio Show, at TGL Radio Show on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Please make sure you follow us. And if you want to join The Good Life, and I'm going to say this because Henry and I were talking about this during the break, we want to have a dating segment. I think that would be fun. We want to have a dating segment, so we need a sponsor. So if you have a lounge, a bar, or, you know, somewhere that would be cool for us to have like a mix and mingle or a relationship conversation. I don't know what it's going to be, but make sure you call us. We're growing and we want to do some physical events, so make sure you contact us. That is 504-400-7127. If you want to become a part of The Good Life and you have a spot you think may be cool for us to have a relationship conversation, maybe a speed dating, I don't know. Henry said he has some nice guys. Make sure you give us a call at 504-400-7127. We were talking about it during the break. We've been talking about labels, and we're talking about the labels of nice and saying, you know, guys just want a nice woman. A woman who is nice. And they say nice to a man means being soft, being gentle, and being kind. It means asking your significant other how their day was and really listening. It means doing something for them with no expectation of something in return. And they say the difference is that women don't necessarily want a nice guy. We want, you know, a masculine guy, a hard guy, a gruff guy, you know, a take charge guy. And we do, but that for some of us doesn't necessarily equate to nice. And Henry has some thoughts on this. So, Henry, let me know.
So, you ever heard of that saying, happy wife, happy life?
I have.
That is so phony, man.
Really?
Phony,
Henry,
man.
You're breaking a lot of hearts right now.
Look, it could be true to an extent, but you also have to make your husband happy, okay? And it should be both people being happy. I know guys that will do anything if it's hurting themselves, like make their wives happy, whatever she want, I'll just do. And 9 times out of 10, I mean, everybody, look, there's some women who like that. Some women who like a man work all day, hand the check right to them, and then they go do whatever they want with the money and give a man allowance. Some people like that.
Give the man an allowance?
Yeah, I've seen situations like that.
Okay, I was just making
and then they come across as like, to some people just overly nice. Like, where's your testicular fortitude? Come on, man. Like, sometimes you gotta stand up and say, listen, babe, this is what we're gonna do, all right? Or this is what I want to do. I mean, stand up for yourself at some point. I mean, even when I sell dogs, I can't tell you how many times I've had guys inbox me about buying a dog, and then they're like, well, let me talk to the wife first. I respect that. Everybody gotta talk to their wife. I get it. Okay.
About bringing an animal in the house.
But then look. If they say the woman says no, check it out. If they say the woman says no, then it's just straight no. Well, how is it no when you got one person saying yeah, one person saying no? Can we meet in the middle? You know what I mean? It can't just be straight yeah, no. It should be all right. Let's gradually build up.
What if she's allergic to it?
I mean, I don't know.
I'm just being funny.
I don't know, but I've always noticed that women really don't. I'll say some women. I won't say some most, but some women I've known, they mess over a lot of nice guys. I mean, the guys that get cheated on a lot and just, thrown to the wolves, it's because they way too nice. And when I've talked to these girls, yeah, he don't mind if I do this, or just the most disrespectful
I've heard that too, so I can't even,
You heard it too?
I can't even discount
you. So please back me up, because I don't want people to think I'm on the radio being sexist. I'm just being real.
I think true story. Now, it doesn't apply to everyone, but it does apply to a large group. It does, and why is it like that? See, I like nice, but I want a man I can learn something from. And I've been in relationships, I've been married, I've been divorced, and number one, I need a godly man. That's number one. Right. And number two, I need a man I can learn something from. And that for me means I can respect. And I think that goes with the maybe being too nice when. And I don't know, I think, I hate to say this, but I think women equate nice with soft for men.
Right.
It just kind of is what it is. And so when you equate nice with soft, that doesn't equate to you being masculine and being able to protect me. So I think maybe we need to, the same way I talk about changing the idea that we have of failure and, equate it to a lesson, maybe we could equate nice to respectful, because I want a respectful man.
Yeah, you want that.
Maybe we can equate a nice guy to a respectful man, because I want a respectful man. Off top.
Right. It should be that. Definitely should be that. But
for me, I don't know about for you, but that's what rocks this boat. I need a respectful man.
Have you ever had a guy who you felt was just too nice?
I don't like someone who will always agree with me, and I don't mean
just give you what you want, give you your way. Is that what you mean?
No, I mean can't have a conversation. So who just agrees with everything. They don't have their own. I shouldn't say that. I should say they don't have their own opinion.
You've had that?
Through conversation, it won't go past that, because
I need somebody who love that. You don't have an opinion.
I need someone who has their own opinion, because I'm not perfect. I want to hear a different perspective. I need to. I think that's how we grow.
All right. How would you feel if a guy gave you everything you asked for? Anything you asked for, he did it.
Hey, jackpot.
Now see, this is the funny part. Now look, I would say 100% of women would say, yeah, I love that. But deep down inside, man, they are not respecting that.
I'm going to be honest.
The side dude going to be in the back in the DM quick.
I don't even think I would know what to do with myself, to be perfectly honest. But I've lived a different...
Sounds good.
It does, and I've lived a different life, and I think, they have a lot of women who have lived my life. Not everyone, but a lot of them who've lived this life. I've been a single mom for a long time, so I didn't have that luxury of having someone be there in that capacity. Mm-hmm. So for you to offer that to me now, I feel like yes, and that's what I have found in my man. He's a godly man, and he does that. He's very respectful. I can learn from him.
Does he give you everything now?
Everything? No.
All right. See? No. And that's why you with him.
But, right.
If he gave you everything,
but I like that he
this wimp.
Stuff that he knows about, that's his lane. I respect him because he knows, that's his lane. I don't know, that's not my lane. And the things that I know, he respects me because that's my lane.
You lit up like a Christmas tree when I said that. When I said if a man gave you everything. But check it out.
You know what? He has done things that honestly I can say no man has done before. Simple,
hey man, we need to hear that kind of stuff on there.
Simple, opening doors. And I don't mean just.
That's cool.
I don't even mean just like opening doors. I mean opening my car door. And I said this a little bit of this on air. When he comes to pick me up, I'll get my purse or whatever, and I'm coming to the door. He'll come to the door and meet me, and then I'm getting my purse and locking the door. He goes to walk to the door, and he opens my door for me, and he stands there, and he puts me in the car and like shuts the door.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes.
But does he do that for all women though? Does he do that does he hold doors and all of that?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. He was raised right, I guess.
Yeah.
See, I tried that.
The man.
I tried that.
He's mine. You see this fish? He's my fish. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's my fish. Yeah, but it is like, but I've been in those relationships or I don't want to say relationships, because not per se dating, where, you thought they were all this, that, and the other, and they're all rough and tough and like the bad boy, and then you're like, no.
Yeah.
Like, it seems cool, and I think probably because I was, a single mom, I was looking for that, or that look. I shouldn't say I was looking for that. It looked cool, or it looked like something I wanted and then I'm like, you can't deliver.
Yeah, I think the opening doors and holding doors and stuff is cool. I tried that before, and I just
he said I
couldn't keep it up because I wasn't really used to it. Never really seen it, but I would hear about, that's what gentlemen do.
It's amazing.
Hold doors for their women
love it.
And all that. But sometimes I just straight up forget.
And I lean over and I open his door. I mean, we just do.
Yeah.
Put it this way. It goes back to the label that we're talking about today. We are nice to each other.
Yeah, you gotta be.
He is my best friend. How would you treat my mom? This goes back to my parents. She's like, they are your best friend. How do you treat your best friend? When you have your guy friends, when y'all have a disagreement, do y'all scream at each other?
Nah, man.
Exactly. So this man or woman, your significant other, is supposed to be your best friend. Treat them like your best friend. Be nice.
Right.
Be nice.
Right, both people gotta be nice.
Both people have to be nice.
Yeah.
And being nice also includes forgiving, because nobody is perfect. You want to be forgiven for the mistakes you've made in the past. Guess what? They want to be forgiven for the mistakes that they've made in the past. And we're not going to be perfect. You're going to push each other's buttons. But it's also like, you know what? They may be going through something that they haven't, totally expressed to me yet. And, it's just a rough day for them. Let me, think outside the box, because on our best days, this isn't them. So let me give them the benefit of the doubt that, I love them.
Right.
They love me.
Yeah.
Be nice. Can we just be nice? Can we all just get along?
Be nice.
Be nice. Please.
Yep.
Henry?
Yep.
Like,
in a nutshell, if you're a woman, be nice. If you're a man, don't be too nice.
But women can't be too nice either. There's a difference, and we're gonna hit this real quick about being like doormats, and it goes either way.
Yeah, people don't want that.
You can be too nice. You can't be the doormat where people walk over you.
You know the problem?
Have to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
The problem is when you're too nice, people take advantage of you and abuse you. And I used to be. I've usually been like kind of hard, but I tried being like, let me try something different because things ain't working out. So let me try to be too nice. And that was just brutal, man. That's the most abuse I've ever taken in my life.
Really?
Yes, indeed, man. Yes,
indeed.
Henry. So, but you gotta, trial and error.
Ashley, his significant other, his wife.
I feel like I'm nice enough.
I'll ask Ashley. Ashley can be the judge of that.
Hey, we still together. Nice enough.
3 boys later.
Yeah, we nice. I'm nice enough. I can improve, though. I can improve.
I think we all can improve.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm glad that you said that. Because we all can improve. And I think that's what the conversation is about today. We talk about labels. And I think, the conversation started with men just want someone who's nice, but women do too. And unfortunately, we equate nice with soft. But I think we need to change that definition so that more of us can have the nice guy. They say the nice guy is the nerd, the intelligent guy. Y'all, I have one. He's all facets.
I gotta
love an intelligent man. An intelligent man is sexy. So sexy.
I gotta put my wife on blast right quick. So like when we used to have arguments in the past, long time ago. If she would say something negative to me, I don't know, like I'm mean or something.
You're mean.
And look, I would say, Ashley, everything you ask for, you get it. Every single thing. And I don't mean material stuff like get a glass of water, anything. I do it, right? So I had her thinking, like, well, I mean, it's true. So I'm saying, but this is the difference. See, some people would say, well, that's too nice because you give a person everything they ask for. But when I have a strong opinion about something, I'm going to say it. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I might have to lay the hammer down, like, look, this is it and that's that. And I don't care what you say.
I agree.
I feel like you have to have a balance. You know, you can't always, you know, she's still, well, I really would like this, and this. Look, you got to meet me in the middle some kind of way. We can't just do that.
Right, yeah. Right. And just like, you know, going back to the article before we end out the show, they were talking about a woman who's being nice, or a man. Either I don't want to, you know, be specific to a gender, but when you're nice, you know, just when someone has had a hard day, the last thing they want to do is come home and argue with their partner. So think about that. No matter what you've gone through, be nice. You know, be loving. It may be that you just don't have the conversation for an hour, or you don't have the conversation for an hour and a half, whatever it is. Let the person come home and, like, relax and just get their mind right, and then have a conversation. Sometimes we just need to be nice and considerate of others' feelings, and especially our significant others. If we want a best friend, we have to be a best friend. So open your mind to living differently in the world with love, compassion, tolerance, and understanding for ourselves and everyone else. It's The Good Life, y'all. I want to thank Henry Jolly for being here. Henry, how can they follow you?
You can contact me at 504-259-8671. Free counseling for the first session. Hit me up.
Free. It's right here on The Good Life. Free counseling. Give us that number one more time, Henry.
504-259-8671.
That is The Good Life. Follow us on all of our social media platforms at TGL Radio Show, at TGL Radio Show. Get our information at www.tglradioshow.com. It's The Good Life, y'all, and we're out. Isogenics is one of the fastest growing companies in the world because their products work. Their solutions and culture has redefined the health and wellness industry. Science backs their products and statistics back their success. But it's the people who make them successful. And I, Eileen Carter, have joined the Isogenics revolution. I've used the products and followed their system, and I swear by them. I'm on my journey of transformation and invite you to join me and try Isogenics today. Challenge yourself and change your life. Find information and testimonials at thegoodliferadioshow.isogenics.com. thegoodliferadioshow.isogenics.com. thegoodliferadioshow.isagenix.com. Order yours today. True story, I thought I had enough padding down there not to, but I don't think it matters how big how much padding you have, because yes, it's different. But I really enjoyed it, and I was really worried that it was only going to be just your legs and core and stuff, but it was all body. You had a little bar and you did it. I'm going to talk about it tomorrow in depth on the Good Life Radio Show Wellness Wednesday. So make sure you tuned in tomorrow. We'll have Bashan Jordan, the Tiger Rock Nola, 6th degree of black belts. Oh my gosh. We'll have Bobby Clark Alexander from the ATL, and I'll be talking about cycling, cycle bar, spin. Who knew I would like it? I really didn't. Thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. Oh, Linda, what's up, girl? How are you?
Let me catch this.
Oh, he's leaving me. All right, y'all. We're out.